Hey guys, we have another Halloween Ends TV spot. The last one took me a little over 11 minutes to walk through, even though it was only 30 seconds worth of footage. We got another 30 seconds. Let's see how long it takes me to go through this little breakdown in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we open with the trick or treat. They're setting up Haddonfield again. It is Halloween night and they are doing it right. I love this establishing shot for this trailer or this TV spot, if you will. And we immediately cut to Allison. She looks a little bit perturbed, a little creeped out. And I like that she's kind of playing the piano here. It suits the music of the trailer, but how cool would it be if in a little like meta nod to the original John Carpenter classic, she's actually doing like a little bit of Laurie's theme, which has a very like somber, melancholic, but very creepy, unsettling tone to it. I think that would be a nice little nod. That would be an Easter egg that this fanboy would be more than happy with. All right, another establishing shot, if you will, really setting up that Halloween atmosphere. And I mean that in more than one way. This feels very on the nose for Halloween, the holiday. Look at this lighting. Look at this setup. This looks like trick-or-treating in the neighborhood I grew up as a kid, but also this feels very Halloween. This feels like some of the opening moments of Halloween 2 from 1981, where Michael is creeping around the streets of Haddonfield. He's about to go into the Elrod's place. You know, he's going to slay that girl who went outside and heard something. This looks very much like that. This is how it's supposed to look. And this is what I want to explore more in Halloween Ends. This is the stuff I want to see because in Halloween Kills, they kind of did some Haddonfield stuff. But, you know, the hospital just felt so disparate and away from everything. And it was all bright. It didn't feel like that Halloween atmosphere. The park, again, very much removed from everything. And then other than that, you're mostly just inside people's homes. Here you can actually see the town and it feels like it is living. It is a character and it's doing so much for the atmospheres and do so much for the suspense as we see Michael and other characters kind of stalk through the shadows of this small town.
This time.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right here now. Here we go. This is our cave dweller, if you will. Remember, that was the working title of this movie. And here we have Corey Cunningham looking around. So could those rumors be true? Because remember, a lot of fans were like, has he maybe been holding Michael? Has he had him prisoner in the sewers all this time? You look at this and you're like, oh, this is a little bit of a labyrinth. There's a lot going on here. This isn't just your average everyday sewer. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never been in the sewer. But nevertheless, you can see how he could potentially hold Michael Myers in here. And now he's like, what? Where is old Mikey Myers? I can't find him. Come out, wherever you are. And I believe that leads us right into, yes, the shot we've already seen where Michael's grabbing him. But now we get this beautiful image right here. How pissed off does Michael look because of this very complimentary lighting? This is how you shoot that mask. He looks menacing. He looks angry as all effing hell. And it was like he's about to get his revenge on Corey because Corey has been cosplaying as him potentially. He's kind of potentially maybe had him as a prisoner. Who knows what's going to unfold with this plot. But it looks like Michael's got some serious beef. And I love the way they're lighting him here. This is what I like. Like Halloween Kills, when he came out in that slow-mo, and he looked like an action hero from the 80s because he's doing his big badass walk and he's getting this like bright FaceTime. No, I like this. In the shadows, all the features of that mask really being complemented by darkness and just a little bit of the light showing you the features that maybe look the most mean and vicious. It looks like he means business here for this final entry. So all this stuff about being promised just a little bit of Michael Myers, that's going to be okay if what we do get with him is iconic, memorable, and freaking satisfying. All right, now it looks like Laurie here, a little reminiscent of 2018 where she's sitting outside, she's waiting, she has some sort of plan that maybe she knows better than, and I don't know what this building is. I do love the color. Again, we were really playing up the character of Haddonfield. This looks like something that maybe would have been a building you would have seen in like a Halloween 4 or Halloween 5, and now it's just been kind of revamped, refurbished for modern living. Wonder what she's about to do. Is this maybe the radio station? Because we know that radio tower has to factor in somehow. Kind of looks like this could be a radio building. And then on this next shot, all right, what are we making here? Because when I first watched this, I was like, oh, is this like a mechanic shop or something? What is going on here with this tool? What are we making? Is this going to be Michael getting out of the sewers, going on the prowl, and then an ode to like Halloween 4, he's going to stop in and kill somebody who's working on something? But no, the more if you actually freeze this and look at it, this looks like it could be Laurie fashioning a weapon which I like because we keep hearing about how she's writing her memoirs and, you know, she's on the path to recovery and she's doing so much better. And that just doesn't vibe with me because she was so just shackled in her trauma for 40 years. It just wreaked havoc on her life and destroyed her life, really. And now you want me to believe that because now that her daughter has died at the hands of Michael Myers, that she's going to be like, you know what? I'm all good. I'm doing much better. Allison, don't you be so angry, girl. Live your life. That doesn't make sense. She may be putting on a face for others, but meanwhile, she's still making weapons and kind of Michael Myers proofing her place, if you will, just like she was in 2018. I like this if that's what's going on here.
Maybe the only way he can die is if I die.
And there you go. You hear Laurie saying, maybe the only way he can die is if I die too. That sounds like our girl. Now, that sounds like the Laurie Strode gone Sarah Connor person that we know. And you think about her sitting outside that building looking pissed off, looking like she's ready to take the fight to Michael Myers or whoever is in that building. Yeah, this is what we want. This makes way more sense in the context of the story that we have so far. So we don't have this jarring shift where we had her one way and now she's a polar opposite to begin the film. I'm glad to hear that. Let's move on. All right. More of the skirmish. And then Laurie gets the mount and is ready for some penetration. No, but all right, looks like we're going to have a badass fight sequence there. She's there wearing her 1978 regalia, and her and Michael are having it out. If that really is Michael and everyone's, but is it Corey Cunningham? I don't know. I'm eager to find out. But it looks like it's going to be a conflict for the ages. This is being promised as the final hurrah for the Laurie Strode character, and so you have to pit her against her nemesis, Michael Myers, and they're going to do it to great effect. This isn't going to be a one quick stab and it's done. This thing is going to be drawn out, I do believe. And what more could you want if you are a fan? I have to believe there's so much more than we've seen. It feels like they've showed a lot of that final fight, right? But it's got to be so much more. In fact, it looks like she kind of has him dead to rights. You know, she's on top. She has the knife above her head. She's about to drive it into him. How surprised would you be if he was able to like knock the knife out or to grab her arm and slow things down, or they get interrupted somehow? Who knows what is going to happen there? But for those of you concerned they've shown too much, I'm not so sure. I think they may have some tricks up their sleeve, and I really like what they've been doing with the marketing so far. So there's what I got from this latest TV spot. Let me know what you got. What did I miss? A lot of you had some really cool, interesting insights from the last TV spot. So by all means, please share those, and we can all just be Halloween fanboys having it out in the comment section like always. But other than that, have yourself a great day. I'm Nate for natemareflix saying that's a wrap.